Today we're going to look at the TP-Link HS105 Wi-Fi smart plug. We're going to unbox it and see how it works. So as you can see, it comes with some pretty attractive packaging. And if you open it up here, it's pretty minimalistic packaging. It's got just very quick instructions card on how to set it up, and then the plug itself.
So the great thing about the Smart Plug Mini is that it only takes up one of your slots on your receptacle, as you can see. So the other plug is fully accessible for plugging in anything else that you want to plug in. The one detriment to the design of this mini plug though is that the plug is on the front facing part of the plug, so therefore if your receptacle was behind a bookcase or something, you know, you'd have to pull it kind of further out from the wall in order to fit the mini plug itself along with the plug of whatever you're plugging in, and as you can see, it takes up a little bit of space here if you had anything to put in front of this. So otherwise, it is quite a clean design on the plug. It's quite modern. And there is an LED on the top right here, which I can show you. It turns blue if it's on. It also flashes orange and blue if you're pairing. So it does look quite nice. So here I'll show you how the smart plug works with the Casa app. For my smartphone, I'm going to launch the Casa app. It's going to take me to the home screen of the app, which will list all of my devices, smart plugs, you know, TP-Link associated devices. I've only got this smart plug here. There's a power button here, but I'm just going to click inside to the smart plug to show you more details. Once again, there is a power button on pretty much all the screens, so you can very easily turn it on and off from your smartphone. It gives you a total runtime in hours of how often or how much you use your device, which is great. As you can see, it's pretty new, so I have not used it very much, but those may be some useful stats if you're trying to keep track of how long you've been using your electricity. And at the bottom, there are 3 ways you can customize the settings for your device. So there is the schedule, which we all know about, which will essentially allow you to program it to turn on and off your smart plug at any time, at any day of the week, so you can customize how you want it to work. There is also an interesting feature called Away, which I found about after I got the app going, which essentially will randomly turn on and off the smart plug according, or once you've set a duration of time. So say if you were to go away for the next few days, you know, you'd set it to go from you know, from midnight to 11:59 p.m. and then, you know, select the days that you're away, and during that time your smart plug will actually turn on and off at random time. So if you got it hooked up to a light or something, it will appear, you know, that you're actually there, which is actually a pretty cool feature. And last but not least is just the timer, where you can basically set how much time later, you know, starting from now, so 13 hours from now, I want to turn my smart plug on, for example, and then you can just save it like that. So those are the 3 features in the app. This is how it works. You can also customize the icon, which is pretty cool, and name your device here. And there's a whole bunch of icons depending on what you've got it hooked up to, your fan, your radiator, etc., etc., which is a nice touch, because once you've got a whole bunch of devices listed here, you can easily tell what's doing what. So that's the Casa app in a nutshell.